Hello everyone, my name is Anunesh Singh. I am a senior data visualization consultant and I run this channel Data Poetry. In today's video, I am going to talk about navigations and I was presented with a situation where I had multiple dashboards in a workbook. For example, I have just taken couple of navigations over here, but I had multiple dashboards. There were probably 15, 20 dashboards that I had to navigate, and they were all part of one workbook. And although Tableau provides us with an option of navigation buttons, there is one issue with the navigation buttons. Navigation buttons are to be put under a container in Tableau. So to bring navigation to our live or to use them, we have to basically first use a container, and we go on adding navigations, different navigations under a container. But what happens is, maybe if there comes a point where let me just show you. If I have navigations more than my screen size or my dashboard size, currently my dashboard size is 1000 into 600 pixel, and that's my fixed dashboard size. If there are navigation numbers or the buttons more than my which are going beyond my dashboard size, and if I want to bring in more navigations which navigate to other dashboards, what is going to happen is this container is not by default going to add any scrolling here. Why? Because that's not the property of container. The sheets have the scrolling property, the dashboards have the scrolling property. If I go and go on increasing the size, you will notice there is a scroll bar added here. But the same thing is not possible when we work with containers. So what happens is, although I can add as many number of navigations over here, but the what happens is the size gets reduced and it starts to look clumsy after a point. Why? Because if I have multiple navigations, I will not be able to probably put a scroll bar over here. So what I have tried to do, or what I'm trying to demonstrate through this video, I have created, for an example, I have taken 6 dashboards, and I am trying to navigate between these 6 dashboards. And what I have done is I have created up and down buttons, which helps me when I click on them, it helps me load the other 3 dashboards, and it gives me a nice scrollable feeling. Here, if you can see, I can navigate, I can scroll up and I can scroll down. Now it has changed from 1 to 3 to 4 5 6. So this gives me a clean feeling that there are buttons, and this, if you notice, I have buttons. If I click on one, it highlights the one and we are navigated to dashboard 1. And if I click on 2, I am navigated to dashboard 2 and my button is getting highlighted. Similarly on 3 and so on. If I go on 6, I am navigated to 6 and my 6 highlights. So this is the basic problem definition and the solution that I have done, or I have created. I have done this using basically 2 parameters. One for scrolling my sheets up and down, or for scrolling my buttons up and down. And second parameter I have basically used to highlight the color of the selected button or the dashboard. Here we are not using any navigations, rather I have used multiple sheets as labels over here, and I have added parameter actions to do the navigation of up and down, and also the navigation for, or also for the color highlighting. Let us see how can this be done. To demonstrate this, I am connected to our sample superstore data. Let me quickly create a parameter. Let's call this parameter as up down parameter, and it is going to be of string type and list. I'm going to list as up and down. Let's say okay. I'm going to create a label page for up, and also I need a calculated field which says up. Let's save this and let's bring this to I would be using arrow marks, so let's bring this to shapes. Let's select arrow and let us give, not this one, yeah, this one, up, apply, entire view, and let's increase the size a little bit. Probably, yeah, this should be fine. Similarly, I'm going to create a down button as well, and for that I'm going to create another label called down, and again same thing, I'm going to put it on shapes, make my shape for the down one, entire view, increase size a little. Alright, cool. So as a next step, we have to create 6 sheets like I have created over here, which acts as my navigation buttons. So for that we also need 6 labels or 6 calculated fields. I have created them over here. They are simple calculations to which I have given the name like dashboard 1, and they have the value as dashboard 1. I am going to create 6 sheets based on them. Let's call this as dashboard 1 and give the text value here. Put our label, put our calculated field to label, and as a next step, if you see here, what we are trying to do is I am trying to put only 3 labels or 3 sheets at a time in one frame. So I have created one up button and one down button. So what we are going to do is for my sheet 1, 2 and 3, I am going to assign my parameter value up and down. I have created the calculation over here where basically I have pulled my parameter value into it. And what I'm just going to do is I am going to assign the value of up to my first 3 sheets, or the dashboard 1, 2, 3. Let's quickly do this and replace this with dashboard 2. Then and similarly, let's duplicate this, make this as 4. I'm going to keep this into the frame where we press the down button. So I will change the parameter value from up to down. Let me just unselect this, hit apply, okay, change the value to down and then reapply the down and apply, okay. And let's bring in the 4th text here. Then we have dashboard 5, and it works in down part of the calculation. And similarly we have dashboard 6 and the text 6. So let us set up what we have created now on our dashboard. Let me pull up few containers, 2 horizontal containers, and I'm gonna bring our up image on the top and our down image below. Probably I need a vertical container. I would opt for a vertical container over here, and I'm gonna bring in all my sheets that have my label for dashboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically what is happening over here is that I am doing a sheet swapping between sheets, but the only thing is that multiple sheets are getting swapped at a time. like 1 2 3 are getting swapped by 4 5 6 and vice versa. So it gives us a nice look or feel that probably the sheets are getting scrolled, but in actual or in the background what is happening is the sheets are getting uh, swapped and not scrolled. Let me get rid of all the titles. All right, okay. And so if you see now, what we have is, as of now our parameter is active for down, hence we are able to see 4 5 and 6. Let me get rid of these titles as well so that they look a little pretty. Now I have to add two actions. One action, parameter action basically, let's say scroll up, and this is going to act on only the up sheet, and we are going to use the up down parameter, and the source for this action is the up field that we have created, the calculated field that we have created. I'm just gonna hit OK, and I'm also gonna create another action with the same parameter, and I'm going to select that my action should happen only when my down sheet is created or my down field is created, is clicked. Okay, I have not given name, never mind. So right now the action is set up. Let's click on up. A little bit formatting needs to be done. So I have put a dummy field over here. Why? Because at times what happens is Tableau do not let you swap the sheets or do the sheet swapping, because there is no dimension on the rows and columns. So just for safety I have created a dummy column, and I have put it on everywhere on the rows so that it helps me do the sheet swapping. So now you can see that with the up click I got dashboard 1 2 3, and with the down click I got dashboard 4 5 6. So this gives us a nice, and you can see the dashboard, this up down parameter is getting changed, and now if I click on up it is getting changed to up. So this gives us a nice scrollable feeling. And probably what we'll have to do is we'll have to duplicate these dashboards and make 6 dashboards, and then add navigate to sheet action, go to sheet action, that from the sheet 1 I need to go to, let me first duplicate this, and let's call this as dashboard 2. Now let us go and give dashboard actions from my dashboard 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. Now if you notice, what has happened is, while I copied or I duplicated my dashboard 1 to dashboard 2, the actions that I had given to my dashboard 1, which was scroll up, and parameter 1 was for scroll down, it got copied from dashboard 1 to dashboard 2, and you can see it has become scroll up 1 and parameter 1 1, and it is applied to dashboard 2 down, dashboard 2. Okay, so basically we have to do a sheet movement or go to sheet action from dashboard 1 to 2 and 2 to 1 and so on. But this, since we have taken 6 here, it's gonna consume a lot of time. So for sake of demonstration, we are just gonna add one link. So let's go to dash 2, something like that. And while you are on dashboard 1 and you click the label dashboard 2, it should basically navigate you to dashboard 2. Alright, so go to dash 2 from dashboard 1. When you click on the sheet dashboard 2, it should take you to the dashboard 2. Alright, let's hit OK, and let's add another action. Same thing, when I am on dashboard 2 and when I click, my bad, when I click dashboard 1 sheet, it should take me back to dashboard 1, to and fro. Okay, go to dash 1, something like that. Okay, and this should happen on select menu, not on hover or menu. And let's see this. Let's hit apply. Let's see if this works. Right now we are on the dashboard 2. If I click on 1, it takes me to 1. Notice over here, if I click on 2 from here, it takes me to dashboard 2. Notice over here 2 is highlighted. So when I click 2 over here, nothing happens. When I click 1, it takes me back to 1. So basically you'll have to add all these navigations or the links go to sheets action on all of your labels or the buttons that we are trying to create. And the similar thing you would have had to use even using the navigations. If you have multiple sheets, then probably you'll have to add navigation. Then a similar way you have to just do is bring the buttons here. So it takes a little effort here. So basically what we have done in our sheet here, if I show you, I have taken this example for 6 dashboards, and basically you can travel from 1 to 2 or anywhere, and you can do the scrolling. Now that our scrolling has been set up and we have given links to our dashboard for the navigation, we have the dashboard. When I clicked on dashboard 2, it got navigated to 2. Now what we want is we want a little color highlight that whatever dashboard or the button that we click on should be highlighted with another color, and the rest of the unselected dashboard names should be highlighted with another color. So for that, we need one external sheet where we have name written of all the dashboards. Let me bring it here. This just has the names of the dashboard that we are going to use. Now that we have it here, I am going to create a color calculation over here. And prior to that, let me show you, I have also created a dashboard name parameter. We are going to use this dashboard name parameter where we have the name of all the sheets as is, like we have given and we have provided in our calculated field. It is added into our dashboard name of string type, and the list values are like these. So now we have to create a color field which says if my dashboard name, which is my field, this field is equal to dashboard name, which is my parameter, then call it 1. This means when the parameters are matching with the dashboard names, then highlight that dashboard button's background with one color, else highlight rest of the dashboard name with some other color. Let's call it as 0. Let's hit apply. Okay, let me convert this to discrete and dimension. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to bring my color over here, and I also have to do one more thing. The dashboard name that we have got from our external sheet, I'm just going to bring it here to my filters, and I'm on the sheet dashboard 1. I'm going to enable it so that there is a relationship created between these two. And yeah, for the sake of convenience, I can bring dashboard name here as well, and let us change it from text to square. So my color 0, this is not selected as of now. Let me increase the size of it. Okay, this is dashboard 1. I'm going to do the similar thing for dashboard 2 as well. Let us click here, bring the color here, Okay, and dashboard name to filters, select dashboard 2, and you can see it has turned to 1. I can bring this to detail as well and convert this to square, increase the size. Alright, let us see over here. Let me hide all the sheets over here so that we just have the dashboard 1 and 2. So now you can see that the dashboard 1 is colored orange and the dashboard 2 is colored red. What we have to do now is we have to add a action on both the dashboards. For the sheet, let me call this parameter action as color, and what should happen is if any of the buttons for dashboard 1 2 3 4 5 6 is clicked, for the example we just have 1 and 2 now, then the dashboard name parameter should work on our dashboard name field, which is coming from our external sheet. Just okay, and okay, and for we have to do the same thing for dashboard 2 as well. The sheet and change parameter to color. From dashboard 2, if we want to navigate to any of the sheets, any of the dashboard not sheets, using the click on these labels, then I should be able to do that. And this is using the parameter dashboard name, and the source should be the dashboard name that is coming from the rest of the coming from the external field. Let us hit OK. Let's OK. Now when I click on 1, it should take me, first of all it should take me to 1, and the color should change to red. So the color has changed to red, and when I click to 2, it goes to dashboard 2 and the color changes to 2. So this enables us, or this gives us information that 2 has been selected or 1 has been selected. So this gives a nice scrollable feeling along with highlighting. When you click on up and down buttons, it gives you scrollable menu, and if you click on navigations like we have set up, it navigates to you to different dashboards, and similarly the color gets changed when you click on different dashboard buttons. I hope this video was informative and it would add to your knowledge arsenal. Thank you. Keep watching my channel. Thank you.